Okay, good evening. Good evening, Khoi.
Yes, good evening, teachers.
Yeah, actually, I forgot I have to say magandang gabi. Actually, it's in Filipino, meaning it's good evening, okay? Because
Okay,
I forgot just while ago I had the class in Filipino. Okay? That's why I I forgot that you are English, okay? Okay, so are you ready for our exercises today, Koi? So
yes,
just what I have promised you that we are going to have our short quiz at this point in time, okay? Do you have a paper, Koi, and a pen?
what? A what?
Yeah, a paper and a ball pen and a paper. Do you
Yes,
have it? Okay. Can you use that one with this particular exercises?
okay.
Okay. So I have to show you now my PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
No, actually this one is not a PowerPoint. This one is a
Audio.
yeah. No, no, not an audio. Okay.
I open
It's a
Google.
presentation. Okay, it's a presentation. Okay. I hope you can see this one, Koi.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, very good.
Wait, what are you open? Can you send me that thing? What you use? I only open Google Drive.
Open. No, you just have to write the correct answer, okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wait.
Yeah.
I think. Can you send me the audio of listening?
Yeah. No, it doesn't have the audio this with this particular activities. The one that I sent you last time, just while ago, was the audio that we are going to be used in our lesson after this one. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we are going to have a quiz first. Then right after the quiz, we are going to use that audio. I don't know if you heard that one already.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, okay. So maybe I can send you later, okay? After the quiz coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will
Yeah.
figure. So
You just have to use your paper and then we're going to check that one after, huh? So again, remember the simple present tense that we've studied before. Okay,
okay.
last
So
time.
I type in the chat box.
What do you mean?
I mean I can type in the answer in chat box.
Oh, what do you want? Are you going to type or would you like to write it on your notebook or your on your paper? So you
Um.
just have to choose.
Okay. If I write on paper, so I can same answer with you.
Yeah. No. Yeah, yeah. So maybe you just have to type it on the chat box. Could it be okay?
Yes. Okay.
Is it more convenient to you if you're going to chat it on the chat box? Is it more convenient? Is it okay if you're going to write that on the chat box?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just have to use the chat box.
I sleep. Number three is go. 1, 2 is 2 plus plus 1. Wait.
The keywords here, Koi, was the one that's enclosed with parentheses, like help, sleep, go. So it's the keyword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8. The Davis plays or play.
Yeah, play or place. So what
Or
do you think?
2 plus 2 or 2 plus verb 1 or verb 2. Part particular.
What
Or
what number is that?
number 8.
Number 8. Does David
Plays or plays.
play or plays game properly. So what
Yeah,
do you think would be the correct one? Is it play or plays?
I think play.
Okay. Or remember always, when do we use the word does? Okay. Because we've already explained that one last time. When do we use the do, the do, or the you? Okay. If we have the you and the do, what do you think is that?
Okay.
And then the he, she, it. Remember that one? So I, you, we, they. Those are pronouns.
Uh, patient, patent,
Patient, that's patient.
patient.
Yes. Okay, that's your answer now. Okay, we're not yet done, Koi. We're not yet done. Okay, you just have
Oh,
to send again the other one, okay? So
uh,
letter B, you just have to put letter B in it, huh? So
uh,
we've done with the letter A, so you have to put letter B now. So again, it's present simple then.
oh my goodness.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Okay. Now, what you're going to do, Koi, is that you just have to choose your answer from the lists. Okay, whether is it cause only or with an S in it, that's why it's causes, connect or connects, drink or drinks, live or lives,
Oh,
open or opens, speak or speaks, or take or takes. Okay,
okay.
so
Oh,
example, number one was given, Tanya speaks German very well. Okay,
okay. I remember.
okay, remember the don't. So it's a, negative contraction, okay, or negation.
The swimming pool
Yeah,
op-
the swimming pool.
opens.
Okay.
A swimming course. The second is second. Uh, Number four. Second person regular.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Just place
So what number you are now?
on past one number seven.
Okay. The Panama Canal blank the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans.
Connects. Yeah, connect. Part two. I will go part two.
Okay. So that one would be letter B. And then we have to move on to number two.
Mm.
So the direction would be you just have to put the verb into the correct form, just like what we did in number one. Julie doesn't drink, or meaning in close in parentheses, it's not, then slash drink tea very often. So what do we do? We use, because of the word not, we use the word doesn't drink. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a negative contraction.
Action.
Yeah.
I think Philippine accent is kind of funny.
What?
Um, I think Philippine English. I mean Philippine accent when speaking English is funny, and I love to hear the voice of Philippine.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Also Malaysia, Philippine
Uh-huh.
Malaysia.
So you like to have Filipino tutor or teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because you've seen a lot of potentials when it comes to Filipino tutors or teachers.
And also, Malaysia is YouTuber or contestant.
Oh, really? Okay. That's good to hear, Koi.
Number six, number five.
Okay. In number two. So you are in the number two exercise, number five. So what blank you two? Remember, it's a question mark.
Okay. Um, what's the it test you know? What do you do?
What? It's what?
Comfort. Okay. Seven. What can we
Mhm.
ask to do a question or no?
What number?
I mean number six. Right?
Uh-huh. Number six, it has a question in it. So it has two blanks there. So we need to eat blank. The word, the keyword is take, me and are to get to work. So how long blank and the keyword is eat and take. Okay, you. So it's a question mark again.
What's mean? What's the maybe is or David isn't very fit. He's do not. He
Yeah,
don't.
not any sport. So David isn't very fit. So he
He's
blank not do any sport.
he's don't do. Yes. He's
Okay.
don't do. Um.
Remember that it's a he, huh? So we use the word he there. So if it's a he, so what does it mean?
He's
Remember he, she, it.
flutters.
Hmm?
Can we do pastry?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Also pastry. Sits on the chair.
Mhm.
Form positives and negative statement for each question. She sit on the chair is positive.
Negative. Yeah, it's positive. She sits on a chair, so it's a positive sentence. So what are you going to do in order for that sentence to become negative? So use our past lesson.
She doesn't sit on the chair.
Okay.
You read a book is uh
Remember she, huh? Our keyword that would be she. She, he, and then it, right?
right.
So what is the form, okay, or the verb form? It sits, right?
Right.
Okay, so what are we going to do in order for that to become negative?
Um,
Okay.
if we want to convert it to negative statement, we ask doesn't. She does
Yeah. So
on
sits on, or she doesn't
sit
sit.
on
Yeah.
chair.
So it becomes now without an S. So she doesn't sit on a chair. Oh, that's correct. Okay. Go on. So number two, you read the book. So you're going to make that as a question.
A question.
Yeah.
Do you read a book?
Okay. Yeah. So just put it there.
Okay.
Next, positive. So the third one is a negative. So do that as a positive.
Positives.
Yeah,
You
Mary doesn't like apples.
Mary does like apple is
Yeah.
negative statement.
Yeah. So therefore you have to make that as positive.
A positive. Mary likes apple.
Very good.
Okay, and the last one, my daughter
Yeah.
brought is positives.
Okay. So make it negative.
Negatives, my daughter doesn't play with the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. So
Yes.
you're done? Okay,
Yes.
wait for a while. I have to check your answer now. Okay. In test one, letter A, so my friend blanked me. So the keyword is help. So what do you think would be the correct answer?
Oh,
Helps. Very good. So that's right, huh? You're correct. Number two, I blanked late on Saturday. So the word is I. You
I.
have, yeah, you do not need to put an S in there, right?
Right.
Because you use the word I. So therefore it's slip. That's correct. That's correct. Next, number three, he belonged to beach every weekend. So the keyword is go. So what happened? Because we use the word he, you have to put what? ES. So that becomes he goes. That's correct. Next,
It
number
goes.
four, correct. They go. Number five, kids do not
To
like. That's correct. Number six, do you need? That's correct. Number seven, does he,
doesn't want
okay, does he want? That's correct. Then number eight, does David play? That's correct. Number nine, do you
David's
Yeah, David. Hi, you, David. So, do you like to play chess? So, that's number nine. So, that's correct. Also, number 10, she, again, we use the word she there. So, therefore, we have to put an S with a verb. So, that becomes wants. She knows. Okay. Number 10. Number 10. That's correct. Number 11, I blank towards my home after walking. So move doesn't have. That's correct. Number 12, he wants. That's correct. Number 13, the patient takes. Number 14, take. Number 15, loves. Wow. Perfect. Congratulations, Khoi. Huh? Next, letter B. Okay, exercise letter B. Tanya, of course, it's given, so speaks. So number two, I don't often drink. That's correct. Number three, the swimming pool opens. That's correct. Number four, bad driving causes. That's correct. My parents leave. Wow, that's correct too. Number six, the Olympic Games. We use the word games there. So
yeah.
we should have to what? It should only be take.
Oh
Okay, so we do not have the s in there because the noun there is plural, so therefore the verb must agree
wow.
with the noun, so it should be take. Okay, so that's only
On
one.
this game, it's
Yeah,
in it's a second person plural.
yeah. Then number seven, the Panama Canal connects. That's correct. Okay, okay, next one, the last one.
Okay.
julie
To do the
Julie doesn't drink. Doesn't
way,
drink.
wait.
Okay.
Actually, when you open the dashboard, I can see anything on your screen.
Okay. Wait. We have to double check, huh?
Yes, close the boxes.
Okay.
But can you
Ah, yeah. The number one is already given. Okay. Number two. So we have to start number two. What time?
what time do the bands close?
Okay. Wait. I have to open my. Okay, for a while, huh, Koi?
Yes, yeah, okay.
So what time? What time do the bank?
Close.
Yeah, do the banks close? That's correct, huh? Number three, I've got a car, but I don't use it. That's correct too. And then number four,
The
where does
Ricardo
Ricardo
comes.
Okay. Come. Where does? It comes, okay? Because the word is does. Our verb there is does. So it's correct. It comes, okay? So what do you do? That's correct. It takes.
Uh,
Correct. It
does
takes,
it not
then
from
does it
it take
take?
only take okay.
It's
But
only take, okay? And then number 7, look at this sentence. What does this word? That's correct. And number 8 would be David. Again, David isn't very fit. He,
don't do
we use he.
doesn't
So
do
it's
okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
Okay. So you got only 3 mistakes, Koi. Don't you worry. It's a very good score, huh? Okay. So thank you so much for taking the test. And I would like to congratulate you because you did a very good job. Okay, with flying colors because you do have only 3 mistakes. It's a good work. Okay. So I should have to say clap, 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 Koi. Congratulations. Okay? So I have to stop sharing my quiz now and I have to share with you our screen for a while. Okay, where is it? It's here. So it's already stopped. Then I have to share. Okay, share again
The quiz screen. Yeah.
this one. Okay, for a while. Okay. Let's okay. I hope you can see this one, Koi.
Yeah, I see.
Very good. So again, we are now on the unit 3, right? So in the unit 3, we have the contents. The following contents we'll be going to study in the unit 3. So what are those? Again, we have the so-called listening. Okay? So under the listening, we have the school. So we are going to learn. It's all about the school later. So we are going to use Khoi, the listening or the audio in order for us to answer the questions with regards to school. Okay? And then we have also vocabulary. And then the last but not the least would be the grammar. Again, grammar when it comes to the present simple. Okay, but of course, we are going to learn another one. We are going to inject. Inject what? Inject the adjectives and inject the adverbs now. So adjectives and then inject a little bit about adverbs. Okay, Koi? Okay, moving on. So
Arrive.
these are the vocabulary, okay? So how are you going to say this one, Khoi? Can you read this one for me?
Private school.
Private. It's
School.
private.
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 Private school.
Yeah, that's correct.
Private school. State school.
Yeah.
Boarding school.
Yeah, boarding school.
Head teacher.
That's correct.
Uniform.
Okay, actually, yeah, it sounds as uniform. So
June.
it's a uniform. Okay, and then
Semesters.
semester.
Or semester.
That's correct. Okay, next.
Break.
Break.
Camper.
It's campus. It's campus. Campus. Okay. And then we have
We have library.
library. Okay. Library. Next.
Professor.
Professor.
Or professor.
Yeah. Professor.
Uh,
Professor. Okay. Next.
Fresher.
Professor. That's correct. Next.
Sophomore. Wait. Sophomore.
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 Sophomore. Next.
More. Okay. Junior.
Junior. Next.
Senior.
Senior. Okay. So these are the words. Okay. So what else? Now, moving on, Koi. So we have here activity number 1. So What we're going to do in here is that we're going to read the sentences and then explanation whether it's correct. You have to circle A and then, or you have to circle B. Okay? So
Wait.
when we say the word which has the underline in it, so explanation is at the bottom. Okay? And then you need to circle, but of course you cannot circle this one because you cannot do this. Okay? Encircling that. You just have to tell me if what is the correct explanation of the underlined word. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can you read number one, Khoi?
With the blank area. Can see anything?
Okay. Sentence number one, Khoi. Would you kindly read that?
My university has a big campus. It has more than 100 buildings.
Okay. So what do you think would be the underlined word campus? Is it A or B?
A campus. B, number B.
Is it letter B? A campus is the
Yes.
students and the teachers at the school.
Yes.
Letter E, a campus is all the buildings and areas at the school. So what's your final answer, Khoi? A or
Number B.
B? Letter B. Okay, you have to remember that one, huh? Okay, your answer in number one is letter A. What about number two?
Number two. Mark can go on the internet in his room. He goes to a cafe to check his email.
Okay, so the underlined word is internet.
Internet.
So what do you think would be the word internet? Is it
Internet.
A, Matt can go online in his room? Or letter B, Matt can't go online in his room?
Or math can go online. It,
Yes. It's letter A again. Okay. Next, what about in number three?
number three. Mary had a great math professor.
So
His
Mary, okay, you have okay, I have to read it for you and then you have to read it after me, okay? Mary has a great math professor. His classes are always interesting. Okay, can you repeat it, Koi?
Mary had a great math professor. His classes are always interesting.
Very good. Okay, so the underlined word there is professor. So what do you mean by professor?
A professor is a university teacher.
Okay, okay. So it's very obvious. It's not the student, okay? Number four, Koi.
I heard why you laugh.
I love because it's very obvious because professor is not a student, okay? So
Yes.
it's a teacher. Okay, it's very obvious. Next, number four.
Okay. When you laugh, I think I will make some mistakes.
Pardon me, what is that?
I mean, when you laugh, I think I had just done some mistakes.
No, okay. I laugh because it's very obvious that the word professor is a teacher, not as a student. Okay, so that's why you're correct. I said, okay,
Okay.
okay. That's why I laugh. So I'm sorry for that. Okay.
Okay, no problems.
Yeah. Okay. Number four. Can you read, Koi?
Um, the blank area.
Wow. What is that?
I can see anything.
Oh, really? Oh, wait for a while. What about this one now?
One more. Wait.
Okay.
Please one more time.
Okay. For a
Yes.
while.
See. I see. Again. Oh my god.
You can see it now or not?
Oh, I had to see for why birds is is black off.
Oh, what about this one now?
Um,
Wait. I have to fix, huh? Okay. Okay, this one. This time. You can see it now?
yes, I feel sorry. I can't see that.
Oh, what happened? Oh, for a while I have to check.
Okay.
Wait. I have to.
Share
Stop
the
sharing for a while. I have to stop and then share it again. Okay, it's there. Okay, what about this time now?
holy. At the first time I see clearly, but just for a while, 1 second.
Wait, wait.
Yeah, I see. Yes.
Okay, okay. So we're going to move on. Wait for a while, huh?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Oh, that's one now. So we're at number 4. Can you read that one, Koi?
John gets boost grades. So he is in special classes. His
Okay.
classes are difficult.
Okay. So what do you think would be the word special is
So it
all
means
about
John classes are different or unusual.
or unusual? Okay. So your answer would be letter
I,
A. Okay. So we're going to know that one later, huh? Okay. Moving on. Next. It's a continuation, Koi. Number 5.
James is active. He plays soccer and basketball.
Hmm.
He also belongs to the Spanish club.
Okay. So the underlined word is active. So what do you think is active mean?
It means James does a lot of things.
Okay. Your answer is letter A, right? Okay. Next, number 6.
Writing is an important skill. Emma writes every day. She wants to be a good
Okay.
writer.
Okay. So the underlined word there is skill. So what do you think would be skill is all about?
Skill number 8, playing tennis is also a skill.
Okay. So your answer is letter A. Next, number 7.
David is from France. Frank, Frank,
France. Okay. It's France.
France. For David, Korean is foreign language.
Yeah, it's a foreign language. So David is from France. For David, Korean is a foreign language. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think would be a foreign language mean?
For means Spanish is also foreign language for David.
Okay, so French is also a foreign language for David. So Spanish is also a foreign language for David. So what do you think? Because David, okay, you have to take note of this, huh? David is from France. So therefore, David
French.
is a French. Okay, therefore, the foreign language for David is Korean. So what do you think would be the answer? French is always a foreign language for David? Definitely not. Why? Because
Uh,
David is a French, right? So it's not a foreign language for him. So the correct answer one is letter B because Spanish is also the same as Korean. So therefore, Spanish is also a foreign language for David. So what was your answer? It's letter
B.
B. Okay, very good. Next, number 8.
Communities is a group of people that live or work in the same area.
Okay.
So a town
The
is
word is community.
communities is a group of people who
Okay.
live or work in the same area.
Yeah. But do not say a bus stop is a kind of community. Okay. So it's definitely not the correct answer. So the correct answer would be it's
But
letter B. It's a town is a kind of community. Okay. Going back here, Koi. Can you read to me the words campus? Can you say that?
campus is
Okay.
the internet, professional, special,
Okay.
active,
That's right.
skill,
Okay.
foreign language, and
That's
of course,
correct.
community.
Community. Okay. Now, this is the thing that we are going to listen now. Okay. So I have to send to you the link. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. For a while. I have to go to my. Oh, wait for a while. Now, can we try, Koi, if you can hear this? Can you hear that?
Wait.
Okay, I have to stop for a while. Then just tell me if you're ready, okay? We just have to try if you can hear. Ready? I have to try, Koi. I have to open it.
Yes, open.
Okay.
Are you? Do you open it?
I open it now.
Oh, I.
You cannot hear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So I have to stop it now.
Oh my
Wait, what am
goodness.
I going to do if I'm going to send this one to you? Actually, it was there in our group chat, Koi. The
Send the file, the PowerPoint file.
Okay, for a while I have to look for it, okay, on the chat box, okay? Okay,
Yes.
for a while.
I just curious, how could you open that PowerPoint file? Are you made by yourself or someone sent to you?
Yeah, some actually it's here on top of our you just have to scroll. It's here, Look at this one.
On I see the Google Drive and
Wait, how am I
S.
going to send this one?
I
Okay,
don't
for a
see
while,
Google Docs and Drive Google. Haha.
Okay, what am I going to do in order for you to send this
The
file?
one, even the one.
Okay, wait, Koi.
Mm.
Okay, I have to send this one to you here.
Okay, let's
Wait.
just.
Okay, it's
Okay,
there, Koi. Can you open it now?
let me hold on.
Yeah, the second one, the
Okay, extra.
https/docs.
Okay, so the extra. Wait, what?
The
Oh,
first one would be our, I guess it's the PowerPoint presentation, and then the second link would be the audio.
okay,
So
okay.
just try.
Oh, I only see pronunciation part. Open the pronunciations.
Okay,
Mm,
and
no.
then if once you're opened, you have to go to the lesson. So lesson 3, you have to open the lesson 3 in audio so that you can be able to listen. Okay, our activity today.
So first call. Can you hear the voice? Mm.
Okay, open it.
I open it. First, it seems it's not the original one.
Oh, what happened? Okay, I have to try, huh?
Oh, I only see the pronunciation part. I don't see
Wait.
your sentence. Holy hell!
What happened?
I feel Jones doesn't have money.
It's here, Koi, for a while, huh? It's here. Oh, it's not.
It's yes, it not. So you can open by yourself. So you that's in the rest you can check. It,
Yeah. Okay, wait.
I so
Have you opened it now? Not yet. It's here, Koi. It's here. Okay, I
oh
have to send to you. I have to send to you the link, huh? For a while. Okay. Okay,
audio.
please see the file.
We learn lesson 3. Yeah.
You've opened it now?
Uh, can you hear the voice?
No, I cannot. Okay. What you're going to do, Koi, is you just have to listen to it. And then right after that one, I'm going to ask. You just have to tell me once you're done, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So can you hear now the sound?
Mm, it seem no.
Oh,
Oh,
why? What
just
happened?
Oh yes, where you to listen or audio.
No, I'm not listening. I'm not opening it, Koi.
You don't open food, right?
Okay, you have to. No, okay, I send you just while ago the latest Koi, the latest one I send you. You have to open the first link. Okay, and then once you open it, you have to go to the audio. Then click the audio, and then open now the lesson 3.
Oh, audio lesson three.
Yes, audio lesson 3. Okay,
Okay.
and
Yes.
then you're there.
Okay, I
You
hear.
got it now.
Yes, got.
Okay, and then open, click lesson 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm, I just had one more question.
Mm-hmm.
I can see your screen. Is your computer have problem?
No, 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 actually, because if I'm going to leave there, if I'm going to go to the chat, it's gone. Okay, but I have to go back there. Okay, it's there. What about that?
Okay, now I see.
Okay, now, uh, 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 you have to listen to the activity number 3. Okay,
Okay, okay.
okay. Can you listen it now, or are you listening it now, or you have to open it?
Oh, I will start now.
You stop now. So that means you're done. You're finished already?
Um,
Not yet.
not yet.
Okay, not yet. So you have to listen it first, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Campus
I can hear just a little.
library.
Yeah. You just have to tell me if you're done with the first page so that I can move on to the next slide.
Socrates. Also, still.
Okay, you can always go back to the beginning if you wanted to go back again, okay? So that you can be able to master what was lacking in this particular conversation.
I understand all, but I don't remember many.
Yeah. Hmm. It's okay.
Okay. First, we have welcome to your campus tour.
Okay. So are you done listening? Are you finished listening now?
Yes,
Okay, so we're going to move on now. So the person there who is the one touring the students in their university named Sarah, right?
right.
Yeah, so Sarah greeted the guests. Okay, meaning she greets the guest.
Yes.
So she said, "Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your," so
Camp.
what's
Camp.
campus tour? Very good. "I'm your tour guide, Sarah Carter. I'm a student here at Watson University. We have a beautiful campus. Follow me so I can show you the school. This is our
Library.
library. It has a lot of books and new
Computers.
computers, and it has free internet access. Students can bring their own computers here and go online. Behind the library, there is a,
I forgot.
okay, there is, behind the library is, so
I
what's
just
the
I
correct
just
answer is sports field. Okay,
was
so we have, there is a sports field for many of our teams, like the lacrosse and
soccer team.
soccer teams. Very good. Now, look at the left. Look to the left. There is the
Um
dining hall. Okay, so dining hall, students eat meals here. Next to the dining hall is one of the dormitories.
or the
Okay,
meat.
dormitories. And then there's someone asked Sarah,
Yes.
"Excuse me, how many dormitories are there?" Okay, then Sarah replied, "There are 4 large dormitories. All of our students live here in on campus. Do you have any question, or do you have any other
Other questions?
questions?" Okay, then moving on. So there's another male person who asked Sarah a question. "Yes. Okay, yes, I do. Are the classes here big or small?" Then Sarah replied, "Well, there are only about how many?
I, I,
2,000. Yeah, it's
yes.
2,000 students here. So the classes are small. I think that's very important. We talk to our professors every day and they know us well. In small classes, teachers have time to make
Have to make special lesson.
special lessons for their students. That way, the lessons are interesting for everyone.
Also,
Also, the
the
classes
class.
here are very active. We don't just sit and listen to the teacher. For example, we work in teams and we have discussion groups in class.
Also,
Also,
mm,
here at Watson University, students learn important skills like writing skills and critical thinking. We study foreign languages too, and we learn about the world. Many students study in other countries for a semester. For example, my friend Carlos is studying history in France right
right
now.
now. Yes.
Yes, female student asks, "I have a question. The school is in a small town. Do students go into town a lot?" And then Sarah replied, "Yes, they do. Watson is a wonderful small town. Students go into town for many reasons. They can relax and go to dinner or to the library there. They can also help the community. For example, many students become volunteers. They help at places like the food bank and the hospital. Okay, let's continue our tour. So that's the end now of this particular activity. Okay, Khoi, what do you think would be the gist of this particular conversation? So meaning, what would be the particular summary of this particular conversation. What do you think, Koi?
I think,
I sorry.
wait,
Okay.
what? I think the character in this conversation they pronounce it correctly and accurately. And
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
and it's e it's really easy for the non-native speaker like me
Mm-hmm.
that we can identify the word we learn we hear.
Yeah. So that's why we've done or we do this particular activity in order for you to learn how
Pronounce.
to pronounce, how to speak correctly, right? So
Right.
it's a good activity. It's a good activity that you have the listening activities because in order for you to what? To pronounce the words correctly. So you do have now the idea on how you are going to pronounce the words correctly. Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now at this point in time, Koi, I want you to do this one. Okay, I want you to read this one all together. Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay, let me see. I have to hear you, huh? I just have to listen to you. Okay, go.
Sarah, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your campus tour. I'm your tour guide, Sarah Carter. I'm a student here at Watson University. We have a beautiful campus. Follow me so I can show you the school. This is our
Library.
it has lots of books and new computers, and
Okay.
it has free internet access. Access? Yeah. Uh,
Access.
access. Students can read their own computer here and go online. Behind the library, there are sport field
Yes.
for many of our teams, like the lacrosse and soccer team.
Soccer teams. Yes.
Now look to the left. The left. This is the
A dining hall.
uh,
This is the dining hall.
dining hall. Can you type it as well?
Yeah. Okay, for a while.
Dining hall.
Yeah. So I have to type it for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Dining hall. That's it. Or
Uh,
would you like it all answers?
dining hall.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a dining hall. Yes.
The hall.
Okay. Let's go back. What's the next?
Um,
So this is the dining hall.
student is meal here next to dining hall is one of the dormitories.
Dormitories. Okay. Would you like me to type that?
Oh no,
Okay. So you know it already how to spell dormitories?
dormitories.
Yeah, very good. So can you say dormitories?
Dormitories.
That's correct. Okay, continue, Koi.
Film one, excuse me, how many dormitories are there surrounded?
Yes,
There are four large dormitories. All of our students live here on campus.
that's
Do you have,
correct.
do you have any other questions?
Okay. So moving on.
The next
Next.
slide. Male wow. Yes, I do. All the classes here is or small. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, there are only about 2,000
Some
students.
students. Yes, that's correct.
So the classes are small. I think that's very important. We talk to our professors every day, and they know us well. In small classes, the teacher have time to make special lesson for their students.
Okay.
That's why the lessons are interesting for everyone. Also, the classes here are very active. We don't
Okay.
just sit and listen to the teacher. For example, we work in teams and we have discussion groups in class. Also,
Okay.
we had question university students learn important skills like writing skill and critical thinking. We study foreign language too, and we learn about the world. Many students study in other countries for semesters.
Semester.
Semester,
Oh no, it's a semester. Semester.
okay,
Okay.
semesters. For example, my friend Carlos is studying history in France right now. Yes, France.
Okay,
Uh,
yes. France. It's France.
France.
Yeah, right now. And then yes.
A
Okay.
few more one. I have a question. The school in a small town. Do students go into town a lot?
Okay.
Sarah replied, yes, they do. Question a wonderful small town. Students go into two towns for many reasons. They can relax and go to dinner or to the library there. They can also have a community. For example, many students become volunteers. They help at places like the food bank,
Places. Okay. Yeah, that's continue.
food bank and the hospital. Okay, let's continue our tour.
Okay. Now, is it okay if I'm going to make a comment, Koi? Is it okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Now, in reading, you should have to remember always you have to stop if you happen to see a period. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have to stop for a longer period of time. And then if you happen to see a comma, you have to stop in a while. Okay. Just for a while. And then continue again. Okay. And then you had a very good what it will this one reading reading styles actually. Okay, you just have to continue that one. Some of the words you pronounce that one correctly. So um, from every time that we're going to have a lesson, I will require you to read. Okay, so
Okay.
that out from reading, you can be able to improve your reading skills, right?
Uh,
Yeah, so that one of these days you can be able to talk confidently, correctly, okay? Because you have now the reading skills, right, Koi? So
oh,
congratulations for that. You did again a very good job, just like what you did when in our quizzes last time or in our quiz last time. You have a flying colors, and now you read the conversations with flying colors too. So congratulations that one again. Keep that up, boy. Okay. Okay. Now, can we read this the words which I am going to show you? Can you read this word?
oh, I'm a student here. Welcome.
Yeah, the
Oh,
word is welcome. Okay, can you say
well,
that?
welcome to
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
campus.
no, the word just the word welcome. You have to say that.
Welcome. Welcome.
That's correct. What about Sarah Carter?
Uh, Sarah Carter,
That's correct. What about student?
student.
That's
I
correct. Watson University.
Watson University.
The word beautiful.
Beautiful
Okay. And then campus.
campus.
That's correct. The word is, okay, internet.
Internet.
Access.
Access.
Okay. Can you say it one more time? Access.
Access.
Okay, that's correct. Behind.
Behind.
Actually, American English would say behind.
But
Okay, they would say behind. Okay, but of course, I know actually it's the British English. They have to say behind, but the American English would say behind. Okay, we are following the American English, not the British English. Okay.
okay.
Because if we are going to follow the British English, it's more slang. Okay? They have to use a lot of slang there. So we couldn't understand if we are going to use that. So therefore, we have to follow the American English. Okay? So do
Okay.
not be confused of that, Koi. The word now, the next word to read is the word, okay, can you say dining hall, Koi?
Dining hall.
That's correct. Dormitories.
Dormitories.
That's correct. Okay. Next one would be classes.
Classes.
That's correct also.
Uh,
Important.
important.
Okay. Professors.
Professors.
That's correct. Teachers.
Teachers.
Okay. Interesting.
In interesting.
That's correct. Very good, huh? For example.
For example,
That's correct. Okay.
like,
Discussion.
discussion,
Discussion.
discussion,
That's correct, Khoi.
discussion,
Okay. Important skills.
important skills,
Writing skills.
writing skills,
That's correct. Critical thinking.
critical thinking,
That's correct. Foreign language.
foreign language,
Okay. Uh-huh.
semester,
Countries.
countries,
Okay. Semester.
semester,
Okay.
semester,
Uh-huh. Studying history in France.
studying history in France,
Very good. So,
France,
small town.
small town,
Yes. Wonderful small town.
wonderful small town,
Very good. Library.
library,
That's right. See? Oh, you can be able to pronounce it well, Koi, huh? Volunteers.
volunteers, yes,
Very good. Okay, so the next time around, you have to emphasize the word koi. Do not be in a hurry, huh? In reading, this
uh,
is just an advice to not be in a hurry. So you should have to read with feelings and confidence. Okay? So I know you can do that, Koi. Okay?
yes.
So do you have questions with regards to this one, Koi?
I think the word part in my English is my empathize. I don't know how to pronounce empathize word
Like,
um because uh wait, hold on, well,
yeah.
just a minute. I search the word.
Okay, wait, I have to.
Oh, yes, I don't know how to straight word. Straight word.
Can you can you can you spell it out on the chat box?
Hmm. Emphasize. How could we say
Emphasize. Okay. What you're saying is emphasize. So that
em-
is what you mean? Oh, I don't
emphasize?
know how. Okay. You don't know how to emphasize. No, don't you worry. Okay. It's very what is this one? It's just very easy, Koi, huh? That's why I am here because I am going to teach you on how to emphasize the word. Okay. Let's begin first with a very simple one, and then right after that one would be the more complex one. So if you learned already the simple one, then you will going to learn also the complex one. So don't you worry, I will going to help you how to emphasize, how to read with emphasis. Okay? Okay,
Okay.
just like what we are doing now. We do have a lot of exercises because I want you to emphasize because the emphasis, okay? So we are doing the emphasis now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Koi. So I should have to stop it now because yeah, because it's already time. So we are going to continue this one. That's going to be when, Koi. Our next schedule
7
will be
p.m. to
on
8
Saturday, right?
p.m. Yes.
On Saturday. Okay, so we are going to continue our lessons on Saturday. We're done already with the listening part. So what was the thing or yeah, the thing that we had able to discuss at this point in time, Koi? So let's try to summarize it now. So
Summarize.
you were able to answer
Uh,
exercises, right? Exercises all about what? All
about
about
simple tense.
the simple present tense of the verb. Then right after answering,
We learn
What's the
listening.
next? Yeah,
Let's
we learn to
listening.
listening skills. You do have now the so-called idea on how you are going to listen, right?
Right.
Okay, so you have now the idea or some skills on how you are going to emphasize the conversation, right?
Right.
Okay, just like what Sarah and the rest of the guests did in this particular conversation. Okay, that's why we have the listening. Okay, so those are or those were the things that we have done at this point in time. Okay, Koi?
Oh,
So thank you so much for your time again, and we'll see you again this coming Saturday. Okay,
okay.
so bye, Koi.
Yes.
Bye. Good night.
Have a great night.
Okay, have a great night too. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.